I really don't know what to say, but it's so beautiful, so unreal, but it's incredibly beautiful. You're all here, and it was like a strange trade-off. Steve was ripped out of my life in a physical sense, not in another sense, but you're here, and I was given so much love, and this is the first time I knew what love is in a way, but this is the first time I really realized love is not a metaphor, love is not a word. It's a real cosmic force. It's a real. I mean, it's a physical, real force, which is healing me, helping me, and surviving me, and to give my clearer head about what this reality is about, that we are living in together. So thank you so much, everybody. And Steve's here. I know he's going to walk through and say, what are you doing here, all of you? He's going to bitch and moan as usual. But anyway, I'd like to read 2 poems. He wrote from this. He was a super, he was a straight man, but he was a real super, He didn't get paid, but we got free rides for the room. Not anymore. But I have 2 poems about kisses. So I read 2 short poems. This is Superintendent's Eyes, number 36. I hope I can read it well. She kissed me. I had turned and walked back toward her only out of a sense of duty, so as not to hurt her feelings and to supply her with a body for her momentarily overflowing affection. She put her hands on my forearms and kissed me 3 times. Dead lips, she said sweetly. Dead lips. In the field, a 3-legged dog forms the late autumn landscape. Another one. This is the last poem. No, not the last one. Superintendent's Eyes, number 76. Eclipse. The snow on the TV gathers. The word revolution ended bounces around my proletariat brain. Your mouth is open, the sky overcast. Let's look for the moon, I suggest. There's supposed to be an eclipse tonight. Okay, you say, and your mouth closes around the smile. Gathering ourselves together, we grab flashlights to begin our ascent. Reaching the top, we close the door behind us. Staring upward, clouds gather and rush by as we, in earnest, search out the moon. Kiss me, I say, and you do. I mean, we wrote lots of poems for each other. Now, I'm reading the poems I wrote for him. I don't mean to take up too much time, but I'm reading a little more. Okay. This one is like a very short poem, but it's like a portrait of who he was as a poet. It's called Point Pleasant for Steve. At night, a poet confronts the universe of waves and darkness, man to man. That was my image of who he was as a poet. Point Pleasant. I mean, we're in Point Pleasant in Jersey, but I love the whole image and the symbolic feeling of Point Pleasant. At night, a poet confronts the universe of waves and darkness, man to man. Next one is of course we write for each other and sometimes we read to each other, but this is a birthday poem I wrote for Steve a while ago, but I like it. Birthday cake, or my favorite American expression for Steve. In a garden, on a special clear day, I sit next to a small bronze sculpture titled The Couple, trying to sleep with my eyes open, thinking and wondering why we read words before we see things. Have you ever thought of or want to know of the origin of a Big Dipper? Chump, boss, hokey, weird, out. I love all these American expressions. They help me escape myself from myself, packed with too many exclamation marks. Oh sunflower, are you still tired? Here's a metaphysical birthday cake for you, for us to eat together, to celebrate the taste life. On the top of the icing, we see the most beautiful American word, sure. A pen, pencil, and a piece of paper to do the job for no rewards or no awards. I salute you, Steve, an avant classicist of sentiment, someone whom we love and respect says, my purpose is no paradox. In a garden, on a sweet autumn day, you write using a chair as a desk, with the air as your muse. No study, no studio, no bath, no room, no place to belong to. Far out, that's it. That means the whole time-space belongs to us. It's our study studio with no boundary. Wherever we care, we can breathe farther and wider as we like. Numbers are just numbers, babe. Happy birthday, whatever it means to you. Okay, it's time. Let's have a cake and eat it too. As you know, we lived in a shoebox apartment, tenement shoebox. Some people call it a Cornell shoebox apartment. I mean, it looks cute from outside, but living in it was a struggle. He really, especially as we get older, and his collage creation was exploding. It was very difficult. But we have one of my favorite part of our shoebox apartment is a kitchen wall. It's a beautiful old, typical New York red brick wall. And I wrote one poem for him and one wrote for him myself, but I'm reading the one for Steve. Description of our kitchen wall for Steve. Brick by brick, sweat on sweat, nostalgia and dreams must have mixed briefly when he rested himself to take his lunch under the wide open sky a long time ago. Let me have a slight distance from our crumbled life. Let me have a breath similar to the one of the bricklayer who built this kitchen wall a long time ago. A boy or woman, I cannot tell. She's staring at the running water. It is urgent. Her eyes gather all the intensity of existence itself. It almost stops the rapid flow of the water. She's mute. She's seeing something very clear. The sky is always there, above a desert, whether man walk there or not. Once, twice, or more, I had a dream crossing an endless space, carrying a box full of exotic spices. You are not there with me, but I heard your voice, and I walked with it. I did not feel lost in the midst of an enormous nowhere. Birds swim, a fish flies on this red brick wall. A mirror reflects an image of souls breaking a pine cone to scatter seeds. We sleep, we walk with this wall. We eat words, color, line and form, breakfast and dinner with this wall. Dogwood is constantly in full bloom. The foliage is eternally at its height. 4 seasons. Luck or no luck, does it really matter? Dark medieval days, in the darkness a bell rang. Among Giotto's Beatitude, a paperboy stands underneath the displaced Joan of Arc. Then follow cows in a meadow, a flute, a bone, a lute, a clock, a calendar, a pun, a perfect city, a perfect beach, a perfect mountain, a perfect cliff, a perfect trumpeter, a perfect bookstore, an island we live on, an open field. All float for nothing, as you say. All for nothing on this wall. An earthen jar filled with pebbles, rocks, feathers and leaves for nothing. Brick by brick, dust to dust, a painting after a painting, a poem after a poem. Do we really have to know where we are going? Do we really have to know who we are? Thank you, Steve. I love you forever. He really saved me. I was like a lost puppy with so much sadness, so much anxiety. And he did too, but he really embraced me and he really took me in. We really loved each other, that's for sure.